Namaste and welcome to Easy Breezy Life. Today's video has been highly requested by you guys, my skincare enthusiast viewers. Today's video covers everything you need to know about the latest favorite ingredient in the skincare industry, niacinamide. But before I get into the video, if you like what you see so far, please hit the subscribe button and don't forget to tap on the bell icon so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. Like my previous video on hyaluronic acid, I will not be giving product recommendations. What I will do is let you know everything you need to know about niacinamide so that you can make an informed decision whether you want to buy a product containing niacinamide or not. So without further delay, let's learn about niacinamide. So the first question that comes to everyone's mind is, what exactly is niacinamide? Niacinamide, also known as nicotinamide, is very closely related to niacin. Niacin is a vitamin, specifically vitamin B3. Vitamin B3 is required by our bodies to prevent certain serious diseases, and let's just say it helps in the general upkeep of our body and the skin. Niacinamide, when applied on the skin, gets readily absorbed into the skin and is claimed to perform many functions in the skin itself. So the next obvious question is, what functions does niacinamide perform in the skin? There's a long list, and I will be really brief and talk about those functions that I'm sure you would be interested in. So the first function is its antioxidant function. Its antioxidant function is the most well-studied anti-aging function of niacinamide. Niacinamide ensures that our skin cells have a steady supply of energy so that our skin cells live a longer and healthier life. And so it prevents them from aging. Niacinamide helps to restore our natural skin barrier. How it does this is by increasing the production of ceramides in the skin. Now, ceramides are like glue that keep our skin cells together. Apart from that, niacinamide causes more skin cells to be produced, which again contributes to its anti-aging effect. Also, with improved skin barrier comes better retention of water by the skin cells, and so niacinamide also helps in hydrating the skin. It is also a commonly known fact that niacinamide is a depigmenting agent. It also reduces fine lines and wrinkles by increasing the production of collagen in our skin. And an increase in collagen is directly related to better skin structure and better skin elasticity. Apart from these functions, niacinamide is also known to be a mild exfoliant and also has anti-inflammatory properties, and so can help in controlling acne as well. Another function it performs is controlling oil production from the skin, and so is a boon for people with oily skin. Sounds like the perfect ingredient, right? Like an all-rounder? Well, that's where I'm gonna break your heart a little bit. Not all of these functions are noted at the same concentration of niacinamide. For example, at a particular concentration, when niacinamide can be used to control sebum production, it might not be an effective depigmenting agent or might not even be an effective anti-wrinkle agent. Also, there just isn't enough evidence to say that niacinamide is a very good depigmenting agent or an anti-aging agent just by itself, because in well-conducted studies, it has frequently been used in combination with other topical medications. For example, studies show that prescription strength retinoids or vitamin C perform better alone as ingredients as compared to using niacinamide alone as an ingredient for anti-aging effects or depigmenting effects. So who should be using niacinamide in their skincare? I would say that skin-wise, there are two categories of people who should opt for niacinamide in their skincare products. First category would be people with sensitive skin who find it hard to deal with actives such as prescription retinoids or vitamin C. These ingredients are known to be harsh on the skin and are not tolerated by everyone. In such cases, niacinamide is a good alternative which might not work as well as these other agents but will definitely be gentler on the skin. Second category, people with oily skin can incorporate niacinamide in their skincare to control sebum production. That being said, it is extremely important to take note of the other ingredients added in your niacinamide product so that the sensitive skin or oily skin does not react in a negative way to the other ingredients. So the next question, what sort of a formulation of niacinamide should be used? Whether someone should use it in a moisturizer form or a serum form. You need to know that there is no prescription version of niacinamide available anywhere on this planet. You will never see a dermatologist prescribe niacinamide separately for any skin issues. So all niacinamide preparations are available in drugstores over the counter. Also, if niacinamide is an ingredient that you are unfamiliar with, I will suggest you go and look at the ingredients in your moisturizer, let's say. You might be surprised to find out that niacinamide already features in the ingredient list. The truth is that skincare industry has been using this ingredient for a very, very long time. How long, you ask? Have you heard about a cream called Fair & Lovely? Fair & Lovely was launched in India in 1975. So around 45 years back. And they have been using a combination of niacinamide and a sunscreen agent in their formulation. And I am in no way endorsing Fair & Lovely. I just wanted to bring this fact to your notice. In skincare products, you will find niacinamide anywhere between a concentration of 0.001% to 10%. But it is believed that a 5% concentration will perform most of the functions that I mentioned earlier in the video. So is it worth spending $2,000 on a niacinamide serum? I honestly don't think so. There is enough evidence to say that other ingredients available in the market would perform better than niacinamide as an anti-aging agent or as a depigmenting agent or even to control acne. So if you really want to invest in a serum that helps to fade away dark spots to some extent and remove those fine lines and wrinkles, it makes more sense for you to invest in a vitamin C serum instead. You can always include niacinamide in your moisturizer at a lower concentration. And with this, I will rest the debate whether vitamin C and niacinamide can be used together or not. They can definitely be used together. There is no specific sequence whether vitamin C should be used first and then layered with niacinamide or the other way around. It depends on the consistency of your products. So if you're using a vitamin C serum, that obviously goes on first on your skin and then top it up with a niacinamide moisturizer. Only if your skin cannot tolerate vitamin C, I would recommend you go for a higher concentration of niacinamide in your serum or even in your moisturizer. Niacinamide, even in a higher concentration, will not do you any harm, but do not expect any miracles with it. Do not expect it to be the solution to all your problems just because it looks so good on paper. On paper, it looks like the jack of all trades, when in actuality, it is the master of none. Before I end this video, a disclaimer. There's a reason why there's no prescription version of niacinamide available, like prescription retinoids or AHA or BHA. Dermatologists don't really believe in prescribing topical niacinamide that frequently. They prescribe oral niacin, that is vitamin B3, frequently for certain skin conditions. Also, if you haven't dealt with the underlying cause of your skin issues, such as hyperpigmentation or acne, then not just niacinamide, but any home treatment or any over-the-counter medication will disappoint you. You need to convince yourself to stop self-medicating at one point when home remedies are not working for you. And please take professional help for your sake and your skin's sake. Alright, so that was a short summary of niacinamide. If I had to sum up niacinamide in a few words, then niacinamide would be like the flavor of the season. No, actually, niacinamide would be like the exaggerated sleeve trend going on in the fashion industry right now. Having it in your closet makes you on trend, but not having it in your closet will really not make a difference, because next year there'll be another thing that everyone will be raving about, even if it's been around for decades. So shop smart, stay happy, stay healthy.